It is often difficult to understand why people behave in toxic ways. Dealing with someone's toxic behavior can be exhausting. Do you feel anxious or stressed beforehand, seeing a particular person? Who is a toxic person? One who leaves you feeling worse off after interacting with them. Toxic people are very unsupportive, abusive, and unhealthy in nature. They can be found anywhere, anytime in this society. A toxic person can be a family member, or a coworker, or a neighbor, or a close friend. What is toxic behavior? Toxic behavior can involve gossiping, oversharing personal details, or using personal information to provoke reactions. Also, toxic people have an aptitude to attack mentally, mock disgracefully, and diminish shamefully. At some point, toxic behavior can make you feel like you did something wrong, even when you know you didn't. It's tough to face attacks from someone who behaves in a toxic manner. How to deal with toxic people? Living with problems is easier than living with toxic people. But unfortunately, you will find these troublemakers rambling around you wherever you go. Therefore, somehow or other, we have to deal with these people. So we need to find a good way to deal with toxic people, with the intention of not harming anyone, yourself, or others. Here are some tips to assist you to deal with them in the right way. Be optimistic and be the bigger man. To be the bigger man, you need to be positive, and you have to be motivated with virtues and morals. We all know that no one feels their best all the time. Most people occasionally say rude, or hurtful things they don't mean. Because they may be facing extreme hardships in life, but they are not actually toxic in nature. So you don't have to accept what they say. Be the best version of yourself, don't respond back with insulting words. That is the first and the most important thing. Because when time comes, they apologize and seem to notice what they said, or how that affected you. Sympathetic attitude is very good, but set a boundary. It is also a fact that sometimes toxic people suffer from genuine depression, physical as well as mental illness. So you can show some genuine compassion and kindness to them, but you have to set a boundary. Keep your conversations light and insignificant. Stop oversharing. Make sure to keep yourself within the boundaries for your long-term well-being. Always remember, healthy relationships involve give and take. In other words, you offer support, but you receive support too. Always try to ignore toxic traps and be unavailable. They might try to twist your words, or falsely accuse you. Sometimes they throw words in such a way that you start feeling guilty. But you must understand that these are just toxic traps, and you should not step on them. If you're never available, they might eventually stop trying to engage, when they see their tactics don't work on you. Try not to take things personally. Because they not only do this with you, but also with everyone. Always firmly remind yourself, it's not about you, nor your responsibility. Listening to what they say is also important. If they are yelling at you because of your mistake, then you have to correct it. If you are not at fault, you can let them go without being affected. Don't try to prove them wrong. You might hear aggressive remarks when you make your excuses or explanations. So you just have to ignore this and focus on your work. It depends on the person, but sometimes you can try a respectful disagreement. Describe what really happened, but stick only to the facts without making accusations. This might lower the chances they'll try involving you again. Show your beautiful smile. You will not be affected if you don't surrender yourself. Show them that you are not getting belittled or insulted. Never show your sad or angry face to them. If you do that, that means you are providing what they want. So show your beautiful smile when they buzz around you. Breathe slowly and deeply. Try relaxing your muscles instead of tensing them. Take deep breaths to calm yourself. or distract yourself if the situation allows. Close your eyes and visualize your favorite place, or silently repeat a song. Or at least walk away, but never show your sadness or anger. When you can't avoid the person. Sometimes cutting people out of your life may seem like the only way to escape their toxic behavior. But this isn't always feasible. Because voiding family members can be harder. You might value your relationship with the person. You might want to help, instead of removing them completely out of your life. While you can always offer compassion and kindness, you likely won't be able to change them. Yes, people can change, but remember, they have to be willing to put in the effort. You can consider pointing out some harmful behaviors, and explaining how they affect others. If they seem receptive, encourage them to get help. Or you can limit the amount of time you spend with them. Switching up your daily routine, or removing yourself from the situation can help you avoid scenes. You might wonder how it's possible to stay calm around a toxic person, when your heart pounds fast. While it may not seem fair, that you're the one who has to change, it's often worth it for your own well-being. When our mind gets diluted, or when our mind is covered by anger, the angry person shuts his eyes and ears and opens his mouth. Buddha said, "If you treat me with anger, and I don't feel insulted nor accept your hostility, then the anger falls back on you. You are then the only one who becomes unhappy, not me."